And welcome back, everyone, on the Decoder channels for a special streams. Yes, one more special stream on the channel. That's what we do. We only do special streams. Lee, welcome home. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, thanks, Vincent. That was an exciting intro.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the music is good, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Thank you.
Cool, cool. Thanks for inviting.
Second,
Thanks for inviting.
my pleasure, man. Wait, forgot who made the intro. Yes, Gport. Yes, because bro, I have so many DM stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, Gporter made the introduction. I love the guy. So yeah, like I can't say no to him. So and I'm happy to discover you up because you are tackling like some interesting challenges in the social fight. And yeah, can't wait to talk about it with you.
Yeah, definitely super excited.
Nice. So yeah, let's start with you. And yeah, can you introduce yourself and what you do right now in the Web3 landscape?
Yeah, yeah, that's a fun question. History goes a little bit back. So in my non Web3 world, I used to run products, fantasy analytics, brand analytics. It's more around stuff like
Nice.
around betting, etc. It's a tradified job, mostly like a fang. But in my Web3 world, I'm currently building follows as a builder. But at the same time, I've been in crypto for a long time. I think just from my memory, it started around 2016, where if you wanted to buy Ethereum, you probably have to do PayPal or in person.
Damn.
There were there were no strong exchanges. Then took a little bit of break. I never knew, like a crypto would blow up, but
Mm,
over the time have built like a lot of friends, have been investor, have been a VC, have been an angel, but at the same time continuing my job, heading
mhm.
products in the web 2 world. And I never found anything. So I build products for my job, but I never found anything interesting enough to build in Web3. But I have these smaller projects which I used to run for myself. I know, like in early 2020s, NFTs were like pretty hot. So I used to run these bots where it used to tell me which are like the rarest items, and I used to just snipe them off the market and then resell
Nice.
them.
That's
So
cool.
I have like built a lot of products just for myself to make my trading better, my investing better, kind of give me an edge in the market. uh,
Nice.
so built a lot of stuff for myself but never for others. So follows is my first venture, and it takes a lot of inspiration from my web 2 world where I get like a
Mm.
lot of research done. That's why I'm kind of like super bullish on the vector as whole. So super excited to share why I'm so bullish and why I feel this is like a really interesting thing.
100%. Okay, so I'm gonna share like the account and what people can see, what you're building, etc., etc. We're gonna go with that screen. It's gonna be better. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, what's the follow up is all about, bro? Tell me everything.
Yep. At the very granular level, you can think of it as just allowing you to trade anyone. It doesn't even have to be a creator. It can be a passion. It can be a group of creators. It can be a small business. It can be a restaurant. It can be anything. But again, like when we start, we always want to
Yeah.
tackle a smaller use case, right? So we start with creators on Twitter, but eventually we expand to more and more.
Okay.
Like the reasoning for is this: if you just look around the world around us right now, right? Like creators or people are becoming more and more prominent. If you can think about Mr. Beast. He's like a single person, and but is as big as any celebrity can be. You can think about Logan Paul, KSI. They
Mm-hmm.
have, the Prime drink,
Yes.
which is as big as Gatorade. You have Selena Gomez, Kim Kardashian, all these creators having their own brands, which are like competing with the Zara's and Sephora's of the world, right?
Yeah.
So that's where we come from. So I believe as we move towards more and more future, you will have more and more creators become big and big brands.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a different methods of monetization where people are able to buy access to their favorite creators and be support their journey from the beginning itself. So
Mm-hmm.
basically you're finding Michael Jordan before they are a Michael Jordan, or if you're finding a musician on SoundCloud before they are like an hit artist.
Yeah.
So it's just about finding people you think will be future hits and just supporting them on their way of journey.
Okay. So what would be the difference between friend tech and follow?
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting question, and I always find it super fascinating in general. One way to think about it is, um, uh, like so it I wouldn't even call it a social fi. Mostly it's something like a creator financialization.
Okay,
uh,
my bad.
yeah, all mostly you can think about it as a real world asset tokenization. So if you look at different social networks, right, like let's say Facebook or Orkut or Friendster or whatever social network you want to pick up, all of them have a base layer underneath it, which is it just allows you to make friends and talk to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at a most granular level, all of these social fi products will always be same, right? Like it doesn't matter if it's Star Arena, Frontech. There used to be
Yeah.
something called BitCloud, which was I think
Mm.
something which existed 1 years ago. So
Yes.
all of them will have monetization aspect where you can buy and sell, creators or people or anything. But I think over the period of time, all of these app will differ about whom they would cater to. So how we are kind of building the app is in such a way. Imagine you and three other podcasters can come together and form a channel or form a group, and that can be traded. Or three people who are like Porsche lovers, they can come and create like a car niche, and that can be traded. So
Mm-hmm.
so how we want to build this is in such a way that anything around where people are passionate about that topic can be traded in a very granular way. So imagine there are two restaurants on a street, and we are trying to think how do we incorporate them, but those restaurants can come online, they can give deals to their users, and they can be traded.
Okay. But what make the price go up basically for restaurant A over restaurant B?
Yep. So one of the key things is um, um, like the social fi or the creator fi doesn't work like an investment or a trading or a
Okay.
stock market. So there should not be any like a pressure on the creator to provide value, right? When I say provide value, more in the sense of if you onboard to the platform, we
Mm-hmm.
want people who buy your access or by your follows to be there because they genuinely love you or enjoy your content, and at the same time, if the price appreciates, it's well and good. But you as a creator shouldn't be forced to provide value just for the price to go up. So that is something we are taking care of. And it's just a new way of looking at the world where imagine uh, imagine in the crypto space, right? We have three different crypto accounts, and
Mm-hmm.
one of them is a good relayer of information. The second person is giving you decent information, but at the same time he's promoting some tokens. At the same time, there is a third person who is promoting stuff but also promoting tokens which eventually go on and drug, right? But if you look at Twitter and if you just push it like 6 months down the line, you have absolutely no clue which person promoted what, right?
Yeah.
Right, like you have no idea who promoted a rug, which all influencers just raised a pre-sale and then never saw their face again. So protocols like follows and Frentech or others like helps with the reputation as well.
Okay.
So over the time, if you genuinely create value out there, your price will tend to increase because people want to be closer to you. But one thing, I think like what happened with BitCloud and others is like people felt that need or urge or like that pressure that I have to consistently provide value so that my prices increase, and that's something we don't want. Like you want
Mm-hmm.
social networks to build an organic way so that it's like run on a long term basis, rather than like everyone does their best in the first week, then everyone gets bored because they have nothing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
Yeah, that's why like we have like that's why at least I don't know, we are a very iterative team. We kind of try out different stuff because no one really knows what will stick, but at the
mhm.
same time we want to run some data analysis. That's why if you have access to a follows beta, you will see we are not becoming a content platform. That is, you
Okay.
won't see a Twitter feed or you won't see a Twitter like a Reddit structure on the app or
Mhm.
TikTok like features. What we do actually is we incorporate all these content platforms within our app. So imagine if you are
Mm.
following a TikToker, if you want to buy follows for a TikToker, you get all the information out there. If you are following a Binance trader, you get all the stats right on the follows app. So you don't have to actually generate content. You can generate it anywhere, and we just import your stats.
Okay. So you basically, if I understand correctly, you're tokenizing like the upvote and don't vote button.
Yeah, in some ways, you can think of we are tokenizing a persona, or we are
Mm.
tokenizing someone's creativeness.
And if I'm a good content creators and people enjoy watching my stuff, then they can get
Yep.
my token, and then like the market will decide, and basically the best content creator will have a high demand on their token, and then yeah, okay, that's cool, legit. And which is also like answering my biggest question when you create like a new social network is like, how do you onboard new content creators without an audience first, and then you have the audience? How do you bring the audience when you don't have creators, which is like the classic marketplace issue and
Yep.
social network issue when you go to launch one. But if you say that you are aggregating the content for all of the platform, then you don't have this problem, right?
Yep, but we still
Mm.
have the onboarding issue, right? Like people have to come on board. As you said, in true sense, it's a marketplace. It's basically supply
Yeah,
and demand. So
yeah,
if you don't have supply of creators for people to buy, if a user logs on to the platform, there is nothing to buy. What will he exactly
exactly.
do? How we have, I don't know if you have access to the beta app, uh,
Yes.
but in case you have, in the profile section, you will see we have something called Suno.
So
Suno is like,
is that this one or like the other one?
no, it's sol.prod.
Oh yeah, yes, okay.
Wait, let me share the link with you.
Okay. Doug, I think I have it because you shared to me before, but you told me to not disclose it publicly.
Yeah.
Soulprod follows app, which I shouldn't have to say.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, we
Okay.
can always change the domain. Yeah, I mean, like, it's ready to be launched
Shit.
publicly. We are just wrapping up our final audit,
Okay.
but at the same time, we are just fixing some things here and there. Yeah,
Okay.
if you can, if you are already logged on, I can show you what I was saying. So basically we
Can I
are,
share it?
yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay. And tag and wait, didn't see. Can I? Yes. Okay. I will close that. I will close that. I will do that. Proceed. Nice. Nice. I'm logging in. I'm logged in. Sign in the confirmation page. I can display that, I think. Yes. So I can do that. I can link the account. Authorize. Cool. Am I in?
Yep.
Let's
You can
go.
just hit continue.
I am an influencer. That's what's up. Normal mode.
Yeah,
Normal
just to
mode.
normal mode.
Oh,
Yeah, so what basically what this does is, actually these designs will change. uh, uh, we actually kind of give out the first follows as a gift, so that, imagine if you don't, if you are a retail user and you don't have like a Solana to buy or a Sol to buy, so we
mhm.
kind of give it to the user as a first gift, so that if he likes the platform, he can, go around and play with it, and etc etc. Yeah,
Okay.
we have found this issue in like multiple, like one firm, I was an angel in, where we didn't figure out exactly, like, if someone new comes in, what happens, because they don't have gas, etc.
Mm.
So what exactly they will do. So that's why we created this feature where if you are a user, you can just, we'll give you the first gas, or basically the first purchase for free. So what's happening here is you are just making your account. So if you hit complete purchase, if you hit proceed, it will just buy your first share.
Dope.
Yep. Did it trigger a Solana transaction?
Yeah. So yeah, you can see it on the screen because I'm only sharing the tab, so you're not going to see the wallet. But yes, it's processing the transaction. Yes, pending app transaction, app interaction gone. Do good. It's good. I'm just checking. I'm just checking. Refuse to frame. That's fine. It should be processed, right?
Yeah.
Of the
D-
transaction. If I
I don't know
can I
if,
refresh?
yeah, you
Oh
can. I
yeah.
don't know.
No, see, let's. I didn't refresh. Let's go.
Okay.
Network. That's welcome to the Web3
Yeah, you can
network.
just close this. Yeah, a lot of things will change.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
still, yeah, a lot of things will change around. Like by the time you see the uh, public version, like a lot of things will change in the UI perspective. But this is the basic of it. You know, like people who buy your share, they can kind of talk to you, and this is like a
Mm,
public box as well. Imagine if there are a lot of users and um, like they haven't bought anyone shares, but you can talk to them. Like everyone will be live here, so we might have more public channels like Dead King Society and others.
nice.
This is something you might enjoy. So you can actually stream directly from here, and it will stream to everywhere, just like Restream.
Oh,
Yeah,
dope.
but
That's cool.
you can be very selective wherein you only stream to your followers, but you have a
Hmm.
choice to do it public as well. So this is what
Nice.
I was sharing. Like you as a creator have the ability to for you to link all of your stats. uh,
Hmm.
so and in this version you are seeing Hyperliquid and OX Fun, etc. But at the same time we will have things like SoundCloud and Suno, which is like an AI music creator. So people
Mm,
can have their whatever musics they have created or whatever TikToks they have created, all will be displayed here. Basically it helps if you are a user and if you are looking for a creator, it will help you find like what they excel in or what exactly their passion is or what they are creating, etc. Yeah,
nice.
this is a page for you to easily see what you have bought, what you have sold, whom are you holding, who has bought your follows, etc. Like just a simple analytics page just for you to
That's
kind of
dope.
help. And
That is
this is it.
great. That's normal.
Yep, and
It's nice.
this is basically Vault. So imagine you want to upload, right? Like if you want to upload
Mm,
images, videos, or not like OnlyFans, but in case if you want to add any images behind the paywall or free to all, like it's up to you. So we have built it in a such a way that it can be used for any.
nice. Can I put a video behind the paywall?
Exactly, you can put it. You can put
Nice.
a video, you can put a small GIF, you can do or like images, but you can also do like files. Like imagine if you are a trader and you want to share like lot of documents like books or like
Mm,
something you have written, you can do that as well.
nice. That's
Yeah.
dope. Okay, cool. That's okay. So basically, you're creating a new business model for content creators. I like that. I like this thesis.
Correct. One a pretty interesting thing I'm really excited about is like a lot of these platforms, right? Like for even follows or Front Tech or others, you
Mm,
can only buy shares of decoders within this, right?
yes.
As
Okay.
in you have to log into the app or you have to be part of the app to buy it. But we will have, and it's currently going through audit. But we will have a feature where you can do a one-click deploy, and your name will be hosted on Jupyter or Orca or Radium or
Okay.
whatever decks you want. So people can actually buy you right off Jupyter. They don't even have to come to the app.
Are you going to have like a follows token?
That's a good question. I mean, like we definitely have points for interaction. Like the more you interact, and it's built in such a way. So, for example, uh, we have a feature where we will distribute you points, and you can actually distribute it to your account holders as well, like people who have bought your follows, like directly through the app. You don't have to promise them that you will, give the points later down the
Mm,
line. But we do have plans to make the points on chain. Today it's all in a database, but eventually it will be on Solana or other network wherever
that
we
makes
decide.
sense.
Yeah,
Dope.
also on the top, I would love to show you the new app actually. So this is like an older version. We have like completely revamped the UI. But if you see on the top, we allow users to change, like Solana, like if you
Yeah.
see Solana,
No, not you.
this is the balance. The
This
next one,
one.
yeah, you can do ETH, BTC, you can do Chinese, Korean, INR or USD. Like it will allow you to make any currency you feel you are more comfortable with.
Yeah, with like you can do that with Solana Swap, Solana Pay, right?
Correct.
Yeah, nice. Cool.
Yep, and every time you buy a share, basically, what happens is 10% of fees is deducted, and 7% of it goes to the creator, which is pretty high from industry standards perspective, and 2%
Hmm.
comes to us as a protocol fees, and 1% actually goes to the referral. So imagine tomorrow you refer 100 people. Every time those 100 people are traded, you kind of get
Nice.
1% of the fees.
That's dope. Good job, man. Okay, that's interesting. Um, Okay, so for example, if I have like a big audience, I can monetize them by having my shares. They can make money out of out of me like being an influencer, and then I can have like VIP content for my people who bought my shares that can have private chat like Telegram gated stuff, etc., etc.
Correct.
No.
Yeah, and we did some maths. I don't know if you know about Patreon and other platforms which are like
Mm-hmm.
gated monetization platforms. So this serves like much better in terms of money generation if people want to have gated content.
Mm-hmm.
Just from money perspective, it's like a greater tool for creators.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, one of our key focus is also for to help like smaller creators become bigger, right? Like they have more incentive to share, they have more incentive to put out good content out there. So we are trying to build platform in a way where it's more beneficial for smaller content creators, rather than like the huge ones who already have a following and already have established themselves.
Nice. That makes sense because yeah, again, it's aligning like the incentive between creators and the community, and whatever the size that you are, you always want to have like more followers because it's referral code and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, even
Uh,
for NFTs, right? Like if you see this worldwide, we probably have will box chats. Like if you go to chat,
chat.
yeah, so you just see a soul box, right? This is like Solana box, like a troll box. Anyone
Hmm.
can talk, but we probably will have more channels, like let's say Dead King Society, or
Yeah.
like Pudgy Penguins or whatever, and people can just talk. So it's like a good way for like even NFT projects to showcase themselves. But
Hmm.
the private is basically only people who have bought decoders share, they can talk to you, or if you have bought
Hmm.
someone's share, you can talk to them. So if you hit private, if you just hit
Okay.
the private, yeah, I think you bought someone's share, right? Like we,
Yes.
if yeah, now
Yeah.
now you can like talk to her.
Nice. GM. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And I can talk to myself. Talk to myself because I can. Um, that's dope. Okay, so but how do you drive people here when everyone is spending their time on crypto Twitter?
Yep. That's a really good like a question. So in general, like if you see the app, right? Oh, let me see if I can share my screen.
Sure. Yeah, it's the icon in the middle
Yep.
with the main arrow. Then you should be able to. Yes, let me tag, tag. Nope, yours. Tag.
Can you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So a lot of products what my team is building or what we are building is in such a way, like we have a base assumption that social fi will be a big thing in future, right? Like we don't spend time on, oh, will it, is it a dead meta or will it die, or maybe it's like a one time thing. We don't spend time on that. We like believe it's the future.
Hmm.
So all the products or all the features we built is how do we make it as simple as possible for a user to buy a creator's shares, right? So we have this integration, and this is actually live on Chrome store. Let me see. So if you go and we are just testing it out, but it's still live if anyone wants to use it.
Hmm.
So we have this SocialFi Pro Chrome extension. So what basically it does is, at least as of today, anytime you go to Twitter, right? If you go to Twitter, it will give you all the
Nice.
prices of people
Oh,
if they are on front tag or follows. Like it's not just for follows, it's even for front tag, because
nice.
we want to see SocialFi grow, not just our own app. So if
Hmm.
you scroll through, you can actually see what price they are at. You can directly
That's dope.
yeah, if you want, if you are a follows user, you can actually just click on invite, and it will kind of invite
Nice.
people as well. So we have built this around, so this is just not just for Twitter, but it's also there for Farcaster, and we'll also add it to Twitch. So if there is a Twitch streamer, you can see their price if they are part of front tech or
Nice.
follows. So all this, it's like directly inbuilt. The only thing what we didn't want to do is we didn't want to build a Twitter clone or a Reddit clone
Yeah.
and build SocialFi, because I feel like Twitter is doing, or Farcaster is doing, will do a much better job than us. So our only goal is to become like an OpenSea or a Top Shot or a Magic Eden, where the only goal for us is give them the maximum amount of creators or like businesses to buy, and they can just
Mhm.
buy and sell, and they don't have to bother with content creation. Like, I
Mhm.
don't want you to force you to put videos on my platform, then tomorrow you will be like, oh, already do it on TikTok, should I also
Yeah.
add one more platform? We
No,
don't want
exactly.
the only thing I want to do is give users the maximum amount of information about decoders, wherever decoders produces their content, and they can just buy, sell, or share here.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
why. Yeah,
that's
we
cool.
built out this Chrome extension. You can just like when you are scrolling, I know
Oh.
what prices are. We have a version where it will also show like like in one day how much you have appreciated, in 2 days how much you have gone down, in 7 days if your price has gone up or down, and you don't
Mhm.
have to open front tech or follows. You will get like all the stats
Yes.
right here.
That's definitely interesting. Oh yeah, and so basically, and who would be like the first user, right? Like it could be the content creators that want again to monetize their audience. Um, yeah, basically like content creators like me that where you join the platform, and then we have like not trading, but like yeah, private courses and private programs, and then people who get the tokens and buy the shared have access to it.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
in general, like what we want to become eventually is like a discovery app. So what
Mm.
I mean by that is, if I'm searching, let's say, the best developer, I just go to follows and I can see like this is a developer. These many people have kind of supported him by buying his shares, or
Mm-hmm.
even like let's
Mm.
say a AI musician or a SoundCloud artist, right? Like he's like singing songs on SoundCloud, but no one knows him. But through this platform, just by people buying and selling and having his price up, he becomes like more and more discovered. So eventually how I see these apps is they evolve into a discovery platform, just where the price of the asset or the price of the person dictates how good he is. So you can have a singer who might not be like a super hit on TikTok, or he might not have made it, but just
Mm-hmm.
because many people have bought his follows, you just know that he's someone who might be really good in future. And
Okay.
then through follows itself, they can run a lot of businesses. Like maybe he can create a private showing, maybe he can fund his next album, or maybe he can do anything he wants. But I believe we want to build this platform in a such a way that it becomes like a platform for you to discover new artists, or discover new
Okay.
traders, or discover new YouTubers or
Mm.
podcasters, etc.
Nice. And like, what would be your strategy to attract creators on the platform? Is that going to be like a kind of a kick when they're spending millions on contracts on Twitch streamers to bring them home?
Yep, yeah, that's a really good question. Even though we are well funded,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but at the same time, I don't think that for sure, like that would be some form of strategy. But I don't think we want to spend too much money on guerrilla marketing. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why we are integrating all these Chrome extensions, so that it becomes very natural for people to
Yeah.
use it. So rather than I hope all that money is well spent on engineering than marketing. But at the same time, that's true. Like at least as of now, I talk to a lot of users. I try to see what they would like. There's also, so there were like these social fi platforms, so Solana in the beginning, and I
Mm-hmm.
think eventually after some time they faded out. So now I don't think that Solana has any native social fi. So it
Yeah.
would be it's like a hard battle even to get crypto Twitter interested, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a meta which will again kick back,
Mm.
and people will start liking it, minus the pressure, right, to perform
Yeah.
or make their price go up.
100%. And why do you think like apps like I think BitClout, what one of the first try of like social apps, right? Why did they fail? And yeah, what can you learn from them to not replicate with follows?
Yep, yeah, that's a good question. In essence of I don't really think BitCloud really failed.
Okay,
But
it's
in
still
some way,
alive.
I don't think so. I think they migrated into something called Deso, which is
Oh,
like a like it's a blockchain where you can build social platforms on top of it.
okay.
But at the same time, I also feel, and again, and something I'm also conscious of. There is a possibility that we are just too early.
Mm.
But I'm for certain that SocialFi, in some shape or form, maybe the name is not even right, SocialFi, but the financialization of or tokenization of people is definitely a true thing in future,
Mhm.
or maybe like we are at the correct time.
Okay.
But it is something which is really important. If you see even in our history, right? If you look around like hundred of years back, money is the true form which kind of helps with reputation. Like
Mm.
people who are providing good services are always valued through money, and it kind of worked in the old social media work where if someone had a high amount of followers on Twitter, you can just assume as proxy that they are a good person or
Yeah.
they provide value. But it's not true today, right?
True.
You can buy Twitter followers, or you can hack your way into Twitter following, or you can
Yeah.
just scam people out of Twitter. And so I think we have like gone a full 360 degree where money, or at least money, solves this reputation factor where if someone believes in someone, they actually buy them up,
Mm.
and them, you know, actually this person is valued information, or this person is like a true force in world, or this is like his content is something you enjoy.
Oh, 100%. Okay, that's a
Yeah,
nice mission, man. And yeah, sorry, we're already above the 30 minutes threshold.
yeah, but
So,
I'm happy. I mean, if you have time, we can definitely
no,
spend 10 more minutes.
oh yeah, well, no, 100%. Yeah, I was like thinking it was like go for like 1 hour. That the slot is like 1 hour, but like if you have like any takeaways for the people, um, yeah, to take from the, like follows, or what do you want them to do? Yeah.
Yep. I mean, like one of the, I mean, like I just wanted to share something like why exactly I'm building it, right? There are like two trends. If you just see more and more creators, it doesn't matter if they are on YouTube, if they are on
Mm.
TikTok, if they're on Twitter, they are becoming more and more prominent, as in more and more powerful, and that's just how our world is evolving. You will have crypto Twitter personalities who are more stronger than traditional venture capitalists, right?
100%.
You will have I already shared like all this example where Mr. Beast and others are already defeating like big brands, but at the same time, we have this again another buzzword called AI. So what we feel, or at least what I am kind of envisioning, is as AI becomes more and more prominent, you will see single people become more powerful. So you will see someone who creates music without the need of too many music producers.
Mm.
You will see some fascinating guy from Vietnam or Japan create like an anime just sitting at his home, just because now he has access to AI. You will have like a movie producer or a movie creator, you will have someone who built a show around, or someone who built a company. So all these people are just single person entities, right?
Yeah.
So eventually they have to be traded, or they have to be marketed in some way. They can't go like live on stock exchange or something.
Mm.
So platforms like Follows or Frontech, even Frontech, like these are like excellent platforms for these creators to join in and just have a following right from the get-go. But it's an interesting vectorization. I feel like AI and this
Yeah.
creator, like this the strength in the creator economy is like quite fascinating, and it's only
Yeah.
possible now in crypto. If you see, like few years back, if you wanted to build this out, there were like so many complexities. It was just not possible to build it. Even now, like like when you were clicking press buy, it has to go through Solana, it had to get
Mm.
approved, and it took like 1 minute for you to just get the transaction through. Not 1 minute, but still we still have issues, but I'm thinking these get progressively solved
Mm.
as we move faster, and it just becomes as seamless as web 2.
Oh, well, and that's exactly what we discussed with like our developer show like a couple of hours ago. With Fire Dancer, that we are supposed to have like 1 million TPS at least. So that should solve every problem that we have right now and smooth the onboarding action, call to action, etc. on apps, and hopefully we will be as fluid as Web2 buttons, right?
Yep, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes I hear people say like it's been a decade, like what has changed, but
Yeah,
sometimes it's just like that, like you take decades and decades to build something,
100%.
and then suddenly one day it just spikes up. Uh,
Exactly. Yeah. It takes 10 years to build a overnight success.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, like that's definitely yeah, AI, bro. Like AI in content creation. Like in 2, 3, 5 years, I want to be this podcast with like AI, like completely autonomous AI
Yep.
that have I will have given all of my videos to the AI models, and then I have like infinite podcast broadcasting everywhere, all around the world on different channels. That would be
Yeah, one fascinating use case probably will also be like you will have prominent figures upload themselves into AI in some shape or form, and you can just interview their AI, not even themselves. But that's probably
exactly,
a taken away.
exactly, and it makes sense, like because the content at some point AI, you will not see the difference between human and AI anyway. So
Yep.
just give me the AI. It's the same. Like if the content is good, if it's human or AI, I don't give a shit. It's just content.
Yep, and that's what we like strong very we like feel very strong that AI will enable most of individuals to become like very powerful. You don't
100%.
need like 100 people company,
Yeah.
even from engineering perspective, right? Like we have a very small team, but we are like
Yeah.
putting features at a pretty good rate, and AI will just kind of make it more and more and more easier.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the same with content creators as well. And when they do, I just hope they jump into our platform and monetize themselves
Yeah.
as they can.
Well, that's what Sam Altman said about AI, right? Like in X years, we will see
First
the
trillionaire.
first, yeah, exactly, and also like the first billion-dollar company managed with one guy.
Yep, yeah, and it's totally possible. We are probably moving towards an age where creativity will be rewarded at an extreme level. Like you probably don't even have to be an engineer or a CEO.
Exactly.
If you're just creative, you will have
Yeah.
tools to make the like the coolest content possible, and that's all you need probably to live a
Yeah.
fun life.
Becoming a prompt engineer.
Yep, and we hope like the whoever that person is somehow ends up on follows and and
That's the goal. Yeah.
yeah, and everyone enjoys whoever has bought their followers on, and he enjoys by all the 7% cut he's having.
100%. But yeah, man, thank you so much for your time. I don't want to take you too much building your app. That was you can come back whenever you want. Like
Yeah,
this topic is fascinating, and yeah, like talking about content in Web3, that's a good vertical to be with. Because again, yeah, like you said, like the social currency, it's even more powerful than any meme coins in Web3, right?
yep.
Yes. So everyone in the chat, follow Lee. You have all of the link in the description. You have the follows Twitter account, same thing in the description. And yeah, hopefully, when do you launch the beta?
I think we should go live in next 2 weeks.
Let's go. Okay. So yeah, DM me again when you launch it,
Of
and
course.
I can share that with like the decoders community.
Yep. Thank you so much, Vincent. This was
Awesome.
like such a fun talk.
Anything you want to add before we go?
No, we all good. If you guys
Cool.
have not joined soul.follows.app, be sure to come and just connect your
Awesome.
wallets and you look through the app.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lee. And everyone else, see you in the next stream. Bye.
Bye.
And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. We'll see you in the next one. But before that, make sure to subscribe, like,